Hi, I'm Paul Church from Claritystamp here in the UK. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of YouTube Tuesday. Today I'm going to be working with our range of beautiful 12 by 12 designer papers. We've got 4 different sets in the collection. We've got Northern Lights, we've got Indian Summer, we have Rainbow River, and we have Shenandoah. Now in each of the 4 different pads, you're going to get 12 different designs and you're going to get 4 sheets of each of those. So each pad, there's 48 sheets. And the added bonus to that is that they're double-sided. Let's just have a quick flick so we can see what we've got inside. So this is the Shenandoah. Beautiful, beautiful colourways in here. And you'll see on one side, you've got the more prominent colourway. And then on the reverse, you've got a lovely soft tone. So it's great for doing scrapbooking, making boxes, making inserts. The list is endless, really. So that gives you a little bit of a highlight of what's in Shenandoah. The next one is Rainbow River. Really, really colourful. Lots and lots of vibrancy in here as well. But again, the soft, muted tones on the reverse. Great for your matting and layering as well. So that is Rainbow River. Then we have, I keep saying this is my favourite one. It's really hard. Well, I don't know. I've got favourites in all of them. And because I've got 4 sheets of each, then I can sort of keep some that are my favourites. So this is Indian Summer. I love this one. Look at that. Beautiful colour palette. And then on the reverse, that soft tone. That, again. Oh. So this is Indian Summer. If I haven't already said that, I'll say it again. Indian Summer. And then finally, we've got the Northern Lights. I love this one on the front page. And then again, you've got a beautiful rainbow effect. You've got some really, really nice bright colours in here. I love that one. So what we're going to do, we've got these available in 12 by 12. We also have them available in 8 by 8 double-sided paper. We've got 8 by 8 double-sided parchment, and then we've got 5 by 7 single-sided card toppers. So if you go to our website and just search for designer paper or designer card, probably just put designer in and it'll probably come up to see all the different combinations. So today I'm going to work with, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think we agreed beforehand that I was going to work with Rainbow River. So what am I going to do with Rainbow River today? Well, we've also got a number of Pergamano templates. And there's 4 different templates in the collection. And initially they were designed to work with parchment. But obviously with the 12 by 12s, these are fantastic to use as well. So each of the templates, it's like a plastic, the same plastic we make our stencils out of. And on the reverse, you've got written instructions in various different languages, and you've got a picture of a few finished samples. So for example, this one here, this is the envelope template. But when you look on the back, you can see you can make square envelopes, you can make oblong envelopes, you can do wraparounds. So here is an envelope, very simple, that I've made using a piece. So it's nice and easy. You've got the beautiful curves on there. So that's just one combination. So that's using the envelope template. I love these templates. I think they're fantastic. Then we've got the mini bag template. So again, on the reverse, you've got some finished samples on there and what you can do with it. And again, nice and flexible, so you can easily draw around them. Again, designed to work with parchment, but perfect. So look at this. This is just one of the little gift boxes that you can make using that template. Isn't that cute? Not very big for chocolates though, but maybe just a wedding favour. So that's the mini bag template. Then we've got the bag template. And from this one, what you'll notice is that you've got loads of all these different scallops. You can make a small bag by tracing out that part, or you can make a larger bag by tracing out the whole part. And then you've got 2 additional handles that you can swap around. So I'm going to use this one in today's demo, and this is the bag that I'm going to make, but I'm going to embellish it with some of our dies and some of our stamps. But you can see, look, it's a standalone, and it's just great for using 12 by 12s with. Then finally, we've got the little box template. So again, nice and easy to draw around. And then on the reverse, you've got some samples to show what you can do with it. And here's one that I sort of made earlier. Just put a bit of a ribbon around it just to hold it down. Now that's more, oh, I don't know. Will I get more chocolates in this one, or will I get more chocolates in that one? What do you reckon, Simon? Simon reckons you get more chocolates in this one. Simon's not eating chocolate at the moment. Simon's being good. He's on salads. Anyway, back to the demonstration. So I'm going to work with the bag template, and I'm also going to be working with Rainbow River. So let's have a flick through. I'm going to go from the back. So I'm going to go with this one, I think. So just press down on both sides, just so that it makes it easier to release the paper. Okay. So this is going to be, I want this, do I want this on the outside, or do I want this on the outside? I'm going to go for this on the outside. I'm changing my mind. I'm going to go for this on the outside. So what I'm going to do, this is the inside of my bag, is I'm going to position this wherever I want it to be. So I think, so that I don't waste too much paper, I'm going to line it up as low down on the piece of paper as I can. And this will work. And then I'm going to take some low tack tape just to hold, I'm just going to de-tack it a little bit, just to hold the stencil in place. And what I'm going to do is, when it comes to the handles, I'm going to replace it with these handles. Now remember, when I come to do that bit, because we're going to fast forward the drawing round, or are we? Well, we'll see. That I said this one, but no, my luck, I'm going to go with that one. But it's this one I want to do. Right, okay. So I've got all that in place. And all you're going to simply do, I'm going to take a pen because it's going to stand out more easily, is I'm going to trace round the outside. And then what I'm going to do is, so this is going to be the outside of my bag. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little dot up here on this one and a little dot up here on this one. And it becomes more easily to understand when I show you. If I try and draw those lines in, I find it's easier to put the dot in place, and you'll see why. And then all I'm going to do is put these lines in down here. I say it does come with full instructions, so don't panic. I'm going to put those lines down there, and then I'm going to put those lines down there. And we're going to go across here, all the way along there. Right, which handles am I going to go for? So if I just lift that off, what you can see now is I've now got the outline of the base of the bag. So I'm going to go with those ones. Yeah, I remembered. And then all you're going to do is position it so that that line that we drew here, I can see the line through there, so I know my handles are in place. And then I'm going to draw around the handle there, and then position it over here and repeat the process. Okay, nice and easy. Okay, now all these little gaps where obviously the inner part of the you don't need to worry about that, because obviously when we come to do the cutting, you're just going to cut straight past them anyway. So again, you've now got choices If you prefer to use a craft knife to cut out and a ruler, then you can use that because it's fairly simple apart from the rounded edges. I'm going to go with a pair of scissors. Like to use a little pair so I can get all the way around. But what I like to do first is trim off the excess weight. So I'm going to just cut across here, and I'm just going to cut down there. Okay, so this I could use for tags. Well, it's limitless really what I can use that for. So now I'm going to do the boring part, and Simon's going to fast forward whilst I do all the cutting out. Okay, that was nice and quick and easy. So what I'm going to do there, obviously I could get my scissors in there, but for me, I prefer a craft knife and a ruler. So all I'm going to do is take my craft knife. Actually, I'm going to bring, I prefer to cut on a glass mat. It does blunt the blades quicker, but for me, personally, I find I get a cleaner cut. A fold. So what I need to do, because I'm now going to do that, see, that's a great thing with live demonstration, you can adapt it as you go along. So if I put that back in place, I can line up those. What I want to do now is put that line in over here, because that is going to be my slot for the little flap to go into. Okay, make sure that's cut through. Cover on knife, there it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to take my embossing tool, and to start off with, I'm just going to score these lines here. Okay, I've done that one. Top tip, I don't know whether we'll pick up on this. I was taught this many, many years ago when I worked for a lady called Wendy Stenton, who used to design and manufacture her own templates. When you draw a pencil line and you have an embossing tool, it doesn't matter what size the embossing tool is. The bigger the ball tool, what happens is, let me try and do it this way to the camera, is if I put the ruler, right, let me take a scrap of paper actually, just to explain. I think it's an important thing to show. If I take a line, okay, so this is the line I'm about to score. Now if I take a large embossing tool and I put that ruler on that pen line and I score that line, that score line, I don't know if the camera can pick that up, that score line isn't on the pencil line. Because the ball is bigger, it's pushed away from the edge of the ruler. So what you have to do is you take your ruler and you just go up towards the line and you put the ball tool on it until the ball tool is actually on the line, not the ruler. And then you bring the ruler into play, so that now, when I emboss, I've now embossed that line completely. I hope that sort of makes sense. I'll sort of do this again when I'll show you here, I'll do it from here. So I'm going to emboss this line here. I'm not going to go up to the edge. I'm going to put the ball tool in place and then bring the ruler up to it, and that is now scored in the correct place. Because what can happen is that if, depending on the size of the ball tool you're using, if it is a larger ball tool, then it will put the score line in the wrong place. So remember I said to you, we're just going to put a little dot mark at the top. And the reason being is because now what we need to do, sorry, I've got a hair somewhere, it's not mine. Anybody out there? Sorry about that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go from the bottom up to that point up here. And I'm going to score in that direction. And then I'm going to repeat and go from there up to the top as well. So what I've done is I've created the score lines from there upwards, from there upwards. And if I bring the template back into play, you'll see it's the same movement, but I just find it easier to put a dot rather than draw those lines in. And then I'm going to repeat the same process here. And you'll notice I'm doing the same technique as before. I'm actually putting the ball tool in place and then adjusting the ruler. Right, so that's all the scoring done. Nice and simple. As I say, the instructions are on the back, but obviously we've done the YouTube, so you can pause it, go back, rewind, everything else. So now what I want to do is I just want to fold these parts first. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to decorate the front, and I want to use a combination of dies and stamps, but it's quite difficult to see where the ends are of the bag. So by just doing that, I can now see more clearly. So when that folds round, that's going to come over there. So this is now going to be the front of my bag. So what I want to do is there's two things. I want to stamp something on here. So I'm going to bring my word chains in and, oh, let's have a look. I'm going to take these ones that I've already put to one side, which says a gift. So I'm going to ink up my stamp. I've got so many lovely word chains on the website. And then we've got A. We should have one that's, maybe I need to have a word with Barbara. We need to have one that says chocolate. Sorry, Simon. A gift. Okay. Now I may add more to that. I'm not sure yet, because what I want to do is I want to take the lovely leafy swirl and I want to cut out this flourish. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of the 7x7 petite card topper, which matches. You can see you've got the same colourways in there. It's white on one side, and I'm just going to cut out the die. I want some low tack tape just to hold it in place. And let's see, can we be a bit creative? Really what I want is this green area. So I reckon if I put this at an angle, as long as I can get that, let's have a look. That, I don't want that bit. Yep, perfect. So I'm going to attach that to there. All right, time to bring in the plates. Clear plate, plastic sheet, card face up, die face down, frosted sheet, magnetic shim, and clear plate again. And we'll just run that through the machine. Okay, so now we can reveal our die cut. So carefully remove the low tack tape. And I'm going to bring my little waste bin in, as I always do. Die lifts away really, really easily. And nice and clean. There we go. And then you'll see that Come on. There we go. So that's now cut out. We'll bring a piece of card in. See, all I'm interested in is this flourish here. Okay. So pop that to one side. Get rid of the excess. And now I'm going to take my scissors and then, so I want, let's have a look. Do I want that bit as well? Yeah, let's go for that bit. So now I can start to prune my leafy swell. So now I've got my lovely flourish. Let's just tidy that one up. There we go. So now I can bring my bag back into play and I can decide, actually, is it a little bit too big? Do I want to get a little bit more off of it? I think I do. So, you know what? This little bit that I'm cutting off can be used on another card. See that? That works on its own. Keep that. So that now works a lot better. So I wonder whether I can bring in, let's have a look. I've got the right words here. Decisions. I don't think I've got the right words. No. I wonder whether... Bear with me for one moment. We'll just have a short interval. I'm back. Right, I've worked it out. I'm working with what I've got in front of me. So what I wanted to say is a gift for you. But I haven't got the word for. So I'm going to do some masking. So I'm going to take the word of and I'm going to turn it upside down and I'll get the FO. So let's ink up the FO. And I'm going to put that just there. So FO, and I want an R. Well, I've got great, but there's a lovely R in the middle of great. So I'm going to do my little masking trick that I picked up from Barbara. So I'm going to mask off the G. Okay, I'm going to mask off eat. I reckon that should do it. So I'm going to ink up, take that off, and then fingers crossed. The G's in the way, so I hope it's in the right place. Yay! That worked. A gift for you. Perfect. There we go. That looks all right, doesn't it? Yeah. Sometimes when you think about what you're going to do and then you come to do it and you think, oh, let's do this. And then you go to do it and you think, oh, I haven't got the stamp. Anyway, I digress. So that's going to go there. So I'm going to take a wet glue. Let me see if I've got my wet glue here. Nope. Where's my wet glue? So then all I'm going to do, I'll do it on the black mat. Bring that into play. Pop that just there, and I can see that I'm still within that frame area. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to rub from the back so that I know it's down nice and tightly. There we go. So we've got that on there. So now I can finish off the rest of the folding. So the rest of the folding, let's see, have a look at this. It's that way. So that goes that way. Brain is completely dead. So that's going to go there. So I need to fold that one out. So there we go. So just gently tease that. So that goes like that. Then that one folds out as well. Okay. So that creates the side panel there. And then this one goes like that. And the final one, come on, be nice. Okay, so that goes like that. Okay, so as you can see, so it's all to do with the valleys and the hills and whatever. I get confused with those, but it's fairly straightforward. No, it is. It really is. You've got the instructions on the back as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some high tack tape, because I want a really strong bond, just down that little edge there. Did I do all my folding? No, I haven't. I need to fold these bits in as well. Forgot to do those. I'm going to fold those inwards. See, I got distracted by decorating the front. Fold those back out. A little bit of tape just down that edge. Turn that off. Now the fun starts, trying to get the backing off. Oh, that was easy. Famous last words. And then all you're going to do is bring both sides together, and I tend to go at the top because that's where it's going to notice the most if it goes on crooked. And then just gently attach, and once you're happy it's in place, you can press down firmly, and then try not to press down when you're doing this bit, because I've done that before and crunched the handles. So then all you're going to do, that folds into there, they fold in underneath, and that one pushes in there. And then what I tend to do is I get a pokey tool or something and just push that flat. See, you've got a nice bottom, see, nice and see, and then you've got your lovely seams at the side, and then you can bring that one over, and then that, he says, all cack-handed, pops into the slot. See, when you're doing this at home, you're not going to have anybody watching you. There's probably no one watching me now, but there we go. Get it in there slowly, see, and then you've got your little sealed bag. Perfect. There's one undecorated with no flap, so it leaves it open. And then we'll bring in the other little samples. We've got the lovely big chocolate box, and then you've got a box that no point putting any chocolate in, really. So I hope you enjoyed today's, I've enjoyed doing it, I know I have anyway. I hope you've enjoyed today's YouTube video tutorial. If you have, please leave a comment below. Like and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Barbara blogs every single day and the details will be at the bottom of the screen. If you like what I've done or you're interested in the products, then check out our website www.claritystamp.com. Thank you for tuning in and hopefully you're tuning in again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.